Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca, the creator behind EY Becca, and earlier today I ended up going thrifting. I know, I'm sorry, I went thrifting without you. Don't worry, I will take you next time. It is always such a blast. Anyway, I've had on my thrift list to thrift purple sheets, which honestly, why is it so hard to find like purple sheets in the thrift store? Because all my products are made with preloved fabric. So I did score and I found a couple of goodies. First up, this is not purple, so we're gonna go over this first. It is pre-quilted. I found it in the baby section. It is $2.99, and it's this adorable blue floral. And the other side, because it is pre-quilted, looks like this. It is absolutely gorgeous. I also managed to find these purple sheets. They were $6.29. It is this light purple, almost like a violet stripes. It is absolutely adorable. I do have a bunch of other striped fabric as well, which we will be adding to the collection. So I do have two different kinds of blue stripes, green and a light pink. Very, very similar to this one. It honestly might even be the same company, to be completely honest with you. And then I also found this cutie. Hold on, she was $6.99, and it pretty much looks like lilacs. Oh, there you go. Now you can actually properly see it. The shadows weren't doing it justice. So those were the couple of things that I found earlier today. But right now, my desk looks like a disaster. I currently have all of this fabric kind of prepped. Some of them I've kind of cut into smaller squares or strips for when I'm going to make even more, depending on how much we kind of get from this. I have already kind of sorted it into kind of blues and pinks, as well as some yellows and greens. But last time I did this, I ended up patchworking a whole bunch of different ones together, just a whole bunch of scraps, mainly. So some of them I no longer have, like these two I pretty much no longer have. They sold out really quick at some of the markets and some of the shelves that I have my stuff in. But we need to go and cut these up into other strips to turn them into patchwork pieces like this. And that's what makes it more fun. It's more unique, more one of a kind, and I get to have fun and play with it. So let's want to show you a couple of them because they're really cute. One of my favorites right now is this cutie. And a lot of them, I don't have this fabric anymore. I believe I turned this fabric into a shirt, so I no longer have that one. Some of them you'll see as we kind of cut them up, but they're actually quite cute. Like, I made a huge massive one into strips, and then we're just pretty much gonna kind of straighten it up the edges, which honestly they're pretty okay, and then we'll just cut them into strips, and then we can just go from there. And I also have more kind of ready to go as well, so we'll trim these up and get going from there. I can't wait to see. I'm so excited to play around because last time I did this was actually so much fun, and I was dreaming about patchwork. You know, you're very excited about it when you start dreaming about it, and you're like, so let's get going. Before I forget, we are now filming on our new camera, which it is so exciting. So I'm still learning with this new camera. So bear with me if some of the clips aren't perfect. I'm so glad I bought it. I had to resort to laying everything out on the floor. I did finish cutting them into their own little individual strips, so I kind of placed them together, kind of playing around with a lot of different designs, and just I really like this one for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, there's a nice variety. I'm about halfway through finishing all the patchwork pouches and the sleeves and everything that I have currently made. I have a couple things that we have already finished, which I am absolutely obsessed with. There's a couple of new things where I've tried and I'm like, this is, why didn't we make this before? I don't know. But I had to stop to take a little bit of a break, go do some errands and stuff, but I do have someone who's going to come and pick up an item, which is crazy to say that it's already sold and is already going, and I made one of my first custom pieces as well, which is also incredible to say. Funny enough, how this kind of ended up coming about was I had already started. I already knew I wanted to do the patchwork pouches and sleeves and just a bunch of other random ones, which I have already done before. Like, hold on, let me show you one that I made before. This is literally the last one that I have out of the batch I made previously. I believe there might be still one more at Markets Ontario at my shelf space. It's a nice gingham on the inside, which is adorable. Also another thrifted fabric, surprise, surprise. When I first made them, I didn't intend for them to be absolutely perfect, and that's the whole idea here. Like, I'm not striving for every single line to match up absolutely perfect, and like, that's why I'm doing it. It's fun, it's creative, it's just a fun little outlet, and also to take a break from like some of my other projects. So I did go and add a couple more when I did my restock at Markets Ontario. I added a couple more well, a pink one, a smaller, or about the same size, a pink one of this, and then I restocked my shelf space in general. So funny enough, someone messaged me earlier this week, or this past weekend, she's like, hey, do you do custom pieces? Like, I really love this patchwork. Like, so we went through the entire process of, and I showed her, I'm like, it is funny that you asked me this because I am currently in the process of making a whole bunch of patchwork items, so that is funny. I mean, everything works out for a reason. So she asked for a Kindle Kobo sleeve, and here she is in all of her glory. Yes. One side is pink and the other side is blue, and I am obsessed with this two-tone. Like, the patchwork in itself, like, I just want to show you a full close-up so you can see all the different fabric patterns I used. So a lot of them, there are some in this that I no longer have. I no longer have this guy. I don't have any more of this. This one as well. What else here? The lemons, I no longer have those. There's a small little guy up here, but I no longer have that. So that's what makes this so much fun, is I'm using up very small scrap pieces, so that's what makes it adorable. But for the inside, this is my first time making a zippered Kindle sleeve. I normally just make it open top and then have like a front little pocket, but she didn't want a pocket. It is fully 100% customized. And for the lining, it is a very nice blue with a very faint pattern. Obsessed. But this is one thing that she requested. And the best part about it, like, I always try to make sure the sleeves, because I have a Kindle for myself and I have a case so I can decorate it with all of my stickers. Yes, it is currently January and we still have some Christmas ones up, but that is a-okay. Also with the pop socket, so even if you, like, I try to make sure that they fully fit anyways with the case and the pop socket, which they do, and you also have a decent amount of room too, so technically you could also fit a book depending on the size of the book. Like, you could fit a small little journal in there, like, so obsessed. She is going to be here in a few minutes, so I am going to quickly take some pictures of this and then give it to her, and we will get back and I will show you some of my other creations at the end. I cannot wait to show you because I'm obsessed. I can't believe it. It is literally the best feeling when you make something and the person absolutely loves it, and it's just that I love that. I gave it to her and she absolutely loved it, and I was even telling her, I'm like, I've never done it like this. This is the first time I've done it in a bigger sleeve with a zipper, and she absolutely loved it. And she was asking me like how I got into sewing and stuff like that. So it's always fun when people ask those sorts of questions. Like, sometimes it's not always asked all the time, but like, it's still like a great feeling. I finished making everything, and honestly, I am obsessed. All the different color combos are insane. I did make a couple of new items, which I am so happy on how they turned out, which even in the patchwork, it makes it even look even cooler. So, we'll start off with the top of the pile, which ironically enough is one of my favorite things I've made. I have been seeing a lot of cup cozies, whichever you want to call them, and I have been loving them. Like, I have been wanting one, but I'm like, I don't drink coffee. I'm not the type of person who wakes up in the morning, makes a coffee, gets a matcha or whatever. I just don't do that. I somehow magically just get up and I'm thriving, you know? So I'm like, do I really need it? No, but it would be nice to have, or even just to test the product first before we end up making more. I made a little cup koozie. She is adorable. She is perfection. She is one of a kind. And I am keeping her for myself. So I am sorry if you are obsessed with her. I definitely want to make more of these. This is a 20-ounce cup koozie. I don't buy drinks out a lot, so I'm like 20 ounce. I think that fits a medium. I, honest to God, couldn't tell you. But, and then we did a nice light pink liner. I love the uniqueness of it. Like, I did make a glasses case. To be completely honest, I am gonna go back and seam rip at this because it's just a little bit too tall for my liking, like for the one I made previously, which this is the one I made before for myself. It does carry my sunglasses in it, and it was one of my first couple projects. I think this was like maybe less than my 10th project. I don't know. Turned out really well, but as you can see, it's just like the slightest bit, and I just, like, it's fine. Like, mine still has a decent amount of room, but I think I might just knock off a smidge on it. I don't know. I was thinking about that last night after I went to bed, and I'm like, you probably should do that. Next up on the list, I did make a bunch of different zippered pouches, like coin pouches, wallets, pencil cases, just, you know, that sort of deal. Currently obsessed. Like, the plush on this one, I used different batting. I had like some batting I thrifted a while ago, and one of the ones was like extra like plush, so I just used some of that, and oh my god, like, let me just do a side-by-side comparison with the other. Like, that's insane. Like, do you see? Plush, not as plushy, still cute. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to hold my extra camera supplies in. I do have a little bag that my camera stuff comes in, but I had like a couple extra things, like extra battery and my wire, so I thought that would be perfect to put in here, and it's extra padded, so extra protection. I have another little coin pouch or personal wallet. You could put like, you could literally, I use mine for coins, but I also use them for other things. Like, my nan and my mom, they put some cards and stuff in it. You could put lip glosses in it. You could put anything. Like, it's not just for your coins. I've just gotten to the point that that's all I call them, is coin pouches. And here's another one. And then we have this little blue and green. Some of them, for all the blue ones, I did this nice blue lining. And then for all the pink ones, we just did the nice pink. I actually am obsessed with that lining color. It is perfection. The perfect shade of pink. I also made a bigger little pouch with the same blue lining. It's very simple, with a very light pattern to it. I made a nice little bigger pencil case. This is the other side. And when I started making this, like, I can't remember if I told you or not, but we were not striving for absolute perfection on this. Like, we're not striving for each of the seams to be matching up, especially in the four corners. Like, I did not care about that, and that's what I wanted. Like, I wanted it to look more unique, more one of a kind, and not absolutely perfect. The times that we want perfection, yes, I do strive for it, but I mean, even when I'm making all my projects, I do strive for perfection. But when it came to this, I just found it looks more unique, especially like down here when it's like not fully lined up and it's just staggered essentially, which I love that. You may not love it, but I do. So I also made another pencil case. This one's bigger. Like you can see, it has, like, they're about the same, they're roughly the same size in length, but height there is a little bit of a difference. So this is the front of the blue pencil case, and here is the back with the same little blue lining. I also made a Kindle sleeve, or just like a smaller little journal sleeve. This is the front, and here is the back and the lining. I thought she turned out pretty cute for a patchwork piece. I think I might continue to do more of those in the future, to be honest with you. They are more time consuming. That's the thing about these, instead of just quilting a straight little piece of fabric. So because I have to cut up each square and then stitch them all together and then iron them and then stitch each of those rows together and then iron them again and then put them onto batting before we can even start actually making the item. So it is a lot more time consuming, but that's what makes it more precious. I also made another little sleeve. If I made it a touch bigger, you could fit a book, but I think for next time I do want, because right now all my sleeves don't have the zippers, so I think I do want to start practicing to add zippers and get like the sizing right for when people do ask, because I already had one person ask if I could make a sleeve with a zipper. So I made this little cutie, another little Kindle sleeve with a zipper, and then she has the pink lining. There is no front pocket like what I usually do with my sleeves, but I find that way it won't be pulling too much from the unique design of it. That is everything. I am so happy with how everything turned out. And not to mention, we still have this pile of scraps. Still have this pile where most of these are already kind of quilted into strips. And we still have this, and these, and all of these, which most of these are kind of bigger scrap pieces. With that being said, I do have to say we will be making another part to doing the patchwork pieces because I love how they turn out. And as you can tell, we already still have so many scraps. Like, I thought I put a little dent in my scrap bin, but as it turns out, we barely put a dent in. Let me know if there is any particular projects you would like to see in the future. I am always down to create a new tutorial or just kind of show you more of the behind the scenes of making different products. Sewing is fun, and you don't realize until you actually like sit back and think about the construction of how they made some things, like that you're kind of like, wow, that's actually genius. Like I love that. And not to mention I dream about sewing at this point. That's all my dreams consist of. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me doing these wonderful scrap projects. Thank you so much for coming along, and I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.